What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Aberration series here on ARK Survival Ascended. Guys, I'm Sean, and I am an Arkaholic. Now, guys, this is it. We're here in the Rockwell terminal. We got our Megalosaurus army ready to go. Win, lose, or draw. Welcome to the series finale, guys. I'm really excited to get into this one. I hope you guys are too. As I mentioned in previous episodes, we will only be doing the Gamma Rockwell fight, so we'll have to see how that goes here today. And guys, overall, let's get into it. Really excited to get this done. We'll see how this goes, of course. Aberration's been a pretty interesting series, I will say so myself. Obviously, we got ourselves a ton of ammo ready to go. We also have the Rock Drake. We have two Megalosauruses that will be following the Rock Drake. The rest of these guys are just going to wreak havoc everywhere, and I'm really excited to see how they do, honestly. A little bit of a different approach than I traditionally do here, but we'll have to see what happens. Without further ado, guys, let's get into it. Oh man, I'm really nervous for this. I am really nervous for this. This is one of those fights, guys, that I do not do well in this fight, especially the fact that we are not using the cactus broth method or anything like that. This is going to be the traditional method. Let's see how this goes. Probably don't want to get on top of the Rock Drake right now. We'll kind of just wait this out. I really hope the Bulb Dog does not come off my shoulder. We'll have to see what happens here in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, Bulb Dog is on me. Perfect. Okay, let's kind of back up and get started here. I guess we'll have everybody follow me if I can. And we'll see how this goes. I don't think we could really shoot or anything right now anyways, so we'll kind of wait this out. Let's see if I can get them. I can. Okay, let's get them kind of down that way. That's fine. Oh, God. Jesus. Okay. All right, I guess we're getting started here. All right. So, first thing you got to do is just shoot one tentacle, and then you kind of just start going around, basically. We got to watch out for the balls and everything. Yeah, this is one of those fights that there's just a lot going on. Come on. Yeah, if I can get these Megalosauruses to kind of follow me and take out the tentacles too, along with me, we should be looking pretty good here. What's nice is, of course, we are playing on single player, so we don't necessarily have like a timer or anything like that, which is really good. But here we go, guys. Where are my Megalosauruses? Okay, so they are still following me. Oh, come on. I want to reload. Screw it. We'll just shoot. Oh my God. Come on, Rock Drake. Really? Oh my God. Everything literally just broke. Okay, let's quickly get our armor situated here. Come on. I have worked at this for over a week to get everybody ready, and this is what literally happens. Oh my god. You... Well, that literally sums up this series, guys. Oh my god. I am at a complete and utter loss of words right now. I knew I was not good at this fight. Oh my god. All the time breeding, all the time getting all those items. I had 1,500 shotgun shells. All that time. Oh my god. Well, here's what we're gonna do, I guess, guys. That would be how it ends, though, honestly. That honestly would be how it ends. Okay, so I guess what we'll do is we'll head over to the first base. We'll kind of go around the whole place, and we'll check out the bases that we made and everything. That was a 30-second fight because I suck at this fight. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, guys, I'm like tearing, crying. This is hilarious. I know you guys aren't gonna be happy about it. There'll be some of you that will be really just losing your shit right now like I am. Oh my god. A part of me is also the fact that literally I just worked at this for over a week. Now, granted, obviously, we had the puppy, we have other stuff going on, so it's not like I've been doing this a week straight, right? But, like, I've been dedicating an hour or two here, an hour or two there, you know what I mean? And it's probably added up to about 10, maybe 12 hours worth of work for this fight. 30 seconds. I completely fuck it up. Oh my god, that's great. Okay. Guys, let's talk about the Aberration series. Okay, let's talk about the Aberration series, guys. Obviously, this series has been an absolute and utter shit show, and I think that finale is actually the perfect way to end this series, honestly, because this is just how it's been since day one. We've had spawning issues. We've had, this is the second series that we're doing here on Aberration. This is quite literally the broken arc in every which way, shape, or form. Now, guys, Aberration has always held, especially on Ark Survival Evolved, a special place in my heart, right? And I'll walk around and everything as we do this. I just don't want to stand here and kind of do all this. But obviously, this was our brand new first base location, not only for this series, but in the first series also. We kind of ended up making a base here. We ended up using the steampunk structures, and for how small the base was, I actually really ultimately ended up liking this base. But this is when we ran into the first issue, which was a spawning issue up in this area. If you guys remember in the first few episodes, it was just like a million freaking parasers and all that kind of stuff. Don't worry about the dead body over there. I did end up dying before starting to record this episode and everything, and I ended up spawning over here by mistake. But anyways, yeah, so that was the first base. I really like this spot, honestly. This is down in the Fertile Lake, and if there wasn't a spawning issue like there was, and honestly, I think there still is, because I've actually seen some areas that just have a ton of parasers just spawning in and everything, which is still a bit concerning with the fact that this has been out as long as it has been. Obviously, it's just been a bit of an utter mess. My god, I can't believe this is literally how we're gonna have the finale. Oh my god, this is great though at the same time. Okay, well, this was the first base. We're gonna go ahead and head over to our second base location, but as we're also talking about that, obviously gameplay wise, this series has been an utter shit show. Obviously we've had a lot of other things happen kind of behind the scenes. obviously we've had, I believe during this series, I got engaged, which is really awesome and everything. A lot of life things kind of happened here, right? We got the house when it was the center series. So the house was center, but got engaged during the series, which is really, really cool. Obviously got the brand new puppy during the series, which is really cool too. So looking at it from that standpoint, there's always going to be a special place in my heart with this series. But as I was kind of saying before, when it comes to Ark Survival Evolved versus Ascended, guys, I'm not going to lie. I think I like Aberration Evolved better than Ascended. I think the stuff that they did here is pretty good, but at the same time, there's still just a lot of issues with this map, honestly. And of course, there's issues with Evolved, but I think we've all kind of come accustomed to that, and we've also been able to work around some of the stuff. But like the flickering, the lighting, the obviously issues with just everything and anything with it being such a brand new map and all that kind of stuff, just a lot has happened in this series, guys. And oh man, but this was our second base location here because we literally just kept dying. I think we kind of ended up coming to this base location because we're surrounded by water. Nothing could literally kill us. And I think this was after the episode where I had about 45 deaths in a row. I was just done. I think this series in particular for Aberration was probably the most rage quits I've done ever in ARK, honestly, just because of the mechanics of the game, just the way things kind of played out with this series and everything. But this was the second base. Again, very similar building-wise to the first base and everything. But location-wise, I kind of liked it. This is also when we introduced the configurable cryopods to kind of help with the cryo issue and everything. This is another really good spot, honestly. I probably wouldn't have come here as a secondary, honestly. Out of the two, I probably preferred the fertile lake. But this spot did its job. It definitely kept us protected, definitely kept us away from threats, and the fact that we did have the Glowtail Cave right in the back here, and the fact that I could farm that for resources definitely ended up working out in the long run, maybe not necessarily for the boss fight. Oh my god. This has to go down as one of the greatest boss fights ever on this channel. That is so... Here's what I will say, guys. I'm not trying to make excuses for the fight. I really do not like the Rockwell fight in general, but on top of that, too, it is currently December 20th, right? And that date's going to be significant because apparently this is finally when Extinction's going to come out. You guys have been waiting all night for Extinction to come out, and we're still waiting, basically, at this point. I actually have Discord open because I need to keep seeing if Wildcard comes out with an update. So that's kind of why I was kind of in a rush to try to get this done. But at the same time, I don't like this boss fight and just, oh my god. This would happen, all right? This would literally be the way that it happens. But, of course, after this base location, we ended up at our final base location, which I did, of course, promise in this series, like every series that I do, that we would do multiple bases, and we kind of did. Not as many as I would have liked, but again... with Aberration, it definitely became tougher and tougher to record, not only because of everything in the background with the dog, with the house, with real estate, with everything else. Just, the frustrations on this map definitely got to me, and I think it got to a lot of people too, I'm going to be honest. But overall, I mean... it's not a bad map. It has its issues. We all know that. But I think we can officially say this is the broken map. And hopefully it does get fixed and everything in the future. I did overall enjoy this series. This was the final base location, of course, the one that we've been at for a decent amount of time. I can't believe we literally died within 2 minutes of the boss fight. Jesus Christ. What was I going to say? This is the final base location and everything, and I really did like it. I like the design, honestly. Like, just looking at it now, just from this angle, like, it looks so good. This took so much work to do, though, honestly. I think this was one of my first videos that I did, that I gave you guys a tutorial of how I built this entire base, too, which is something I don't traditionally do, but, yeah, with the hanging roofs and just, oh, man, it was really, really cool. Adding a couple of the steampunk structures to this, but we also added the Western structures and everything to this. I don't know. This base came out really good in my opinion. I really ended up liking it. I never really added too much on the inside though, of course. It's just, oh my god, this is so funny that I was literally here like 6 minutes ago preparing for this fight. Oh my god. Well, it is what it is, guys. Ultimately, that's going to wrap up the series. I know this one's obviously a very short episode. Good luck to me for trying to get a thumbnail on this since I barely had enough time in the boss fight to do anything. I took it a little too nonchalantly, guys. I'm going to probably put it out there and say that. And that's just the way the cookie crumbles, honestly. The next time we'll be on Aberration is, of course, in the Completing ARK series. Obviously, Completing ARK hasn't had an episode in about a week and a half, and the reason for that is, of course, I wanted to try to get this done specifically. And speaking of which, it looks like ARK has went ahead and put out a update. We'll have a quick look at the update here. Okay, so Xbox is currently going to be delayed. Wonderful. So that actually makes it a little bit easier for me to get this out to you guys and everything. But that is going to wrap up this episode, guys. That is going to put a really nice bow on this series in general. I would have loved for this boss fight to go a little bit better than it did, but at the end of the day, I think this is probably the way the boss fight should have went. Just the absolute and utter mess this series was. It had to end this way. It's just the icing on the cake. But like I said, guys, we'll be back here on Aberration in the Completing ARK series. Obviously, we're currently on the island. We got to work through all the maps first, but eventually we'll get back here to Aberration. Fingers crossed at that point, a lot of these bugs and issues are finally fixed. We'll have to see what happens, of course. But that is going to wrap up this episode, guys. That is going to wrap up the series. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure, let me know in the comments. If you guys didn't enjoy it, let me know in the comments. I think you guys are going to get a kick about the boss fight here. But that's going to wrap this up. Make sure to hit that like button, guys. Make sure to show support for the series and everything. You guys have been killing it in this entire series so far. So let's kill it on the last episode. If you guys are excited to see more, obviously, with Extinction, maybe not necessarily Aberration, but with Extinction, with Completing ARK, make sure to hit that subscribe button, guys. You guys have been killing it again. Thank you guys so much for all your support in this series, with the channel, everything in total, guys. And that's going to wrap this one up. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'll see you all in the next one. Have a good one, everyone.